Contrary to popular belief, the media as well as cultural influences have disregarded the Canis lupus as a sentimental being of nature. Instead, it has depicted them as the antagonist throughout generations of rich American history. But have you ever sat up in the dead of night and listened to the nature's lullaby? What did you hear? Maybe it was the soft hoot of an owl's mating call. Maybe it was the cricket's violin. Or maybe it was the long, ominous howl of a wolf's lament. Whatever the case may be, we need to take a stand, for these majestic hunters have been subjected to predation by the one thing that's been keeping them alive: mankind. I believe the Wolf Reintroduction Act should be abandoned because wolves do not pose any threat to the thriving ecosystem. Deviating to what people say and believe, there is still skepticism about the wolves' naturalistic behavior. Although they may help regulate large game such as deer and elk, as stated in Facts on File Issues and Controversies, by allowing population explosion to occur among grazing animals, such as elk and deer, they say they will help return the park to its natural state. It is prevalent to know that wolves have a mind of their own, and although wolves may be chasing down a scrumptious deer to gnaw on, there is still a small chance that they might stumble onto a rancher's property and take down a cow or two. According to Tom McDonald's testimonial, he states the increase in predation has occurred as wolves attempt to repopulate the brushy agriculture areas to the south of the recovery area. Ron Blocks from Issaquah County, Minnesota, estimates that he lost $50,000 in dairy and beef cattle to wolves in the years 1982 and 1992. For as long as time can remember, wolves have been kept sacred by the Native Americans, as they were a symbol of compassion, loyalty, and friendship. However, mankind has adopted these beasts into literature as heartless killers. With such stories as Little Red Riding Hood and The Boy That Cried Wolf, it's no wonder that humans have grown a natural fear of these animals. But think about it. Imagine if a black German shepherd and a black wolf both killed the rancher's livestock. Both animals are equally guilty. Which do you think would get shot? The answer is simply the wolf. In today's society, we've concluded that killing a domestic animal is considered animal cruelty. However, killing a wolf is accepted because wolves are not pets. Although it is true that wolves are not pets, they are still animals and should be treated with kindness unless a life is at stake. There is no reason for a human to take a life of an animal that could potentially save the life of a livestock from other predators. Andrew Carruthers, the author of Will the Wolf Survive, argues that wolves are not as bad as ranchers have proclaimed. He states the cost of ranchers in terms of livestock killed is virtually zero. More sheep die each year because they fall over and can't get up, and consequently starve, than could ever be killed by 100 wolves or even 1,000 wolves. Some biologists suspect that sheep actually will be safer with wolves around because wolves prey on coyotes. As we study the naturalistic behavior of the Canis lupus, we can come to a rational conclusion that these animals are not killing for the heck of it, but for survival. As society expands and demands for homes increase, the wolves are being forced out of their habitats due to deforestation. When humans eradicate a habitat, not only is the home destroyed, but the balance of nature in the sub-society is as well. While roads are built and other parts of the forest are consumed, the foods that the wolves rely on soon begin to disappear. and they desperately search for any means possible to survive. This means that it is a balance between life and death. Imagine this. You're lying in your bed, and in the middle of the night a massive bulldozer plummets through your home without warning or reason. While you flee for your life, your family is caught under the house and now lies in heaps of rubble. For many wolves, this is a result of deforestation. As the food becomes scarce, the wolves begin preying on what is available, which is evidently and consequently the rancher's livestock. According to Andrew Carruthers, he states, eviscerating the Endangered Species Act while turning over federal lands to mining and logging interests means, among other things, less breathing room and less robust gene pool for grizzlies. It means more contact and therefore more shootings between wolves and livestock and wolves and humans. It means an impoverished environment for all Americans. In conclusion, the Wolf Reintroduction Act should be abandoned simply because the wolves pose no potential threat to the thriving ecosystem. These majestic creatures have not only been victimized, but also have been subjected to predation by the cruelty of mankind. Mankind truly is the dominant race, then why don't we give the wolves the benefit of the doubt, and let us howl for a little humility?